Hello, UFC fans. Kota is back. Today I am going to be going over some of the fight matches. I'm going to be going over the matches on UFC 321 because I haven't done it yet, obviously. P.S. I am only going to be going over a handful of the matches. I'm not going to go over every single one because I only either do matches I have an idea on who I want to win and that I can actually talk about, or I just do the bigger matches. That's it. So the fights I will be going over are Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane, obviously. Almeida and Volkov, Mario Batista and Umar. Sorry, I blanked out for a little bit. And surprisingly, Ikram and Park. Because I do have a few things to say about Ikram that I do want to get out there. So yeah. Another PS, I am never gonna not go off topic in one of my videos for at least a few minutes, so here it is right now. I know I'm a little bit awkward. I said that in my first video. If you don't like awkward commentary, you're free to leave. I know I'm a little bit annoying to some people. I know people want perfect editing and like perfect videos, perfect commentary. Guess what? I'm not the type to do that. So if you don't like it, leave, please. And people who do like it, hi. But anyways, that's for off topic. There's my little off topic rant. But without further ado, let's get on to the UFC 321 matches and my predictions and some other things. Because again, I can never not go off topic a little bit. Well, actually, I lied. Another PS. I know some of my words sound a little bit weird. I think I've said this in my first video already as well, but I grew up in the very deep south of Louisiana, and if I do say something a little bit weirdly, that's what it is. Also, my voice keeps cracking, which is lovely. But anyways, for real this time, let's get on with UFC 321 predictions, huh? So the first fight I wanted to talk about, Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane, the main event of UFC 321. Now guys, this might be crazy to say, but I want Tom Aspinall to win. I know, right? Like, oh my god, I'm in the 98, actually probably like 99.99999% of UFC fans that want him to win. I just don't really like Cyril Gane. I mean, I can respect his fighting style and stuff, I guess, but I'm not saying he's like boring or anything. I'm just saying he goes on a one fight win streak and then he gets a title shot and then he goes on another one fight win streak because he loses the belt. And then it's just an endless spiral, I guess, of one fight win streak, get belt, one fight win streak, get title shot, one fight win streak, get a title shot again. I don't really like it. I think it's unfair, but I can make a whole rant about that if I really wanted to, and if y'all really wanted to see that, I could definitely go on for a few minutes about that. But anyways, all that to say, I do think Tom Aspinall is going to win this fight pretty easily, maybe. I'm not saying Cyril Gane might, like, just do nothing or not give Tom Aspinall trouble. I know I say this all the time, but there's always a possibility of something happening. But again, I want Tom Aspinall to win. I think he's going to win. Also, I'm a little biased because Tom Aspinall is probably one of my favorite active UFC fighters right now. Goddamn stutter. But what I was trying to say is Tom Aspinall is one of my favorite UFC active fighters right now. Which I don't think is also crazy to say. He's just a chill, sweet dude who also just knocks everyone out. It's entertaining. And I've also been watching him since his UFC debut, so I've seen him, go over the course of these few years. And I just like him, okay? That's it. But again, for the 800th time, I don't think that's crazy to say. If you are cheering for Cyril Gane to win, or if you are picking him to win, please give me an explanation. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm just saying I'm actually curious. Like, come on, just tell me. Like, maybe leave a comment. Why do you think he's gonna win? Cyril Gane, I mean. Interesting. In conclusion, I want Tom Aspinall to win. How do I think he's gonna win? I don't know. I mean, he's either gonna knock him out first round or he might get a submission in either the first, like, late of round one, or like round two, round three, maybe. That's the only thing I'm really concerned about. We haven't seen Tom Aspinall's gas tank because he knocks everyone out literally the first round. So we don't know how his cardio is, but to be honest, I'm not that concerned. But yeah, that's my Tom Aspinall Cyril Gane prediction / kind of rant about Cyril Gane. Next fight, I wanted to go over Volkov and Almeida at UFC 321. Now, this part is going to be a little bit shorter than the Cyril Gane and Tom Aspinall part because I don't really mind who wins this fight. To be fair, I do want Volkov to win a little bit more than Almeida. I feel like I say that all the time. Like, I want this person to win a little bit more than said other person. But hey, my bad. The reason I want Volkov to win a little bit more than Almeida is just out of pure spite. I think everyone can agree that Volkov got robbed in the Cyril fight, and I'm still a little salty about that, and I want him to win against Almeida just out of spite, to be honest. I mean, I do love the dude, too. But I also don't mind Almeida either. I mean, the heavyweight division is usually fun to watch. I mean, all the knockouts you get is fun. Can't really deny that part. In a division where there's a lot of blobs and stuff, hey, at least we get cool knockouts. Or, like, really quick knockouts. But yeah, I don't really mind who wins this fight. I don't care if Almeida wins. I don't care if Volkov wins. Again, even if I do want Volkov to win a little bit more than I want Almeida to win, I don't really mind who wins this fight. It should be entertaining. Unless it isn't, then I'll be sad. But to wrap this up already, I think the fight is going to go to a KO or TKO. I don't really see it going any other way. Maybe a decision, but hopefully Volkov doesn't get robbed again if it goes to another decision. Now on to the last fight I will be talking about in this video on UFC 321, Ikram versus Park. Again, I know I've apologized for this multiple times in this video, but I'm sorry if my voice keeps cracking or, like, if I'm stuttering. I'm sorry, it's really late at night and I'm doing this voiceover. My bad. But at least I'm talking, right? But anywho, who do I think is going to win against Ikram and Park? Well, it's not really who do I think's going to win, it's more of who do I really want to win, like most of my picks usually are. And I do really want Ikram to win this fight. Now, most of his bouts have been cancelled in his UFC career, and I understand that, but most of them, I think, had a reason, either visa issues or injuries. And yeah, visa issues do suck. I mean, you can't really get around that much, can you? But yeah, I really want Ikram to win. I do still have faith in him. I mean, the fights that I have seen from him in the past few years that he's been in UFC that haven't been cancelled due to something, he's won via TKO or KO. And I have seen those fights. And I do know he is a good fighter. Not saying Park isn't, I'm just saying I'm glazing Ikram right now, okay? This might turn into a rant, so bear with me, but I'm just, like, I don't know, like, I want Ikram to win, my heart says it, my brain still says Ikram. I'm not counting Park 100% out, I never count any fighter 100% out, to be honest. Because, anything can happen. I say that all the time. It's UFC. It's a real fight. Anything can happen. But I really want Ikram to win. I've said that multiple times. I don't know, from what I've seen from his fights, again, he does seem like a good fighter. So hopefully this bout doesn't get canceled. I mean, if it does, that'd be fucking insane. I hope I'm not cursing Ikram in Park right now because of this. But yeah. So in conclusion, who do I want to win? Ikram, obviously. And how do I think he's gonna win? I feel like it's going to be a TKO or KO, 99% sure if he does win. Well, that part was actually a little bit shorter than I expected, but I thought I was gonna go on a freaking rant about Ikram, but I'll calm down on the glazing. I'll calm down on the glazing a little bit. Well, that is pretty much all I really have to talk about, or what I really wanted to talk about on UFC 321. I hope everyone enjoyed my little yappering session like always, and my little awkwardness that I can't get over apparently. And I hope everyone enjoyed my little, I guess, somewhat breakdown of some of the fights on the UFC 21, not UFC 21, damn, UFC 321 card, and some of my glazing towards Ikram and Tom Aspinall. I hope everyone has a good day, night, afternoon, or evening. And Dakota is going to go now.
Brain damage.